Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanso, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So today is a continuation of what happened yesterday. I'm a little bit under the weather, been dealing with a cold here, so if my energy's not the same, just bear with me. I'll be better tomorrow. So as you guys know, Jeff Teague went out there and he just caused pure chaos. Like, the dude just caused like total chaos and mayhem with his comments where he said that LeBron James was allegedly using steroids. This created all kind of stuff, and a lot of people were sitting here saying like, yo, they definitely gonna reach out to him. So after he made those comments, some hours went by. He then goes on his social media and posts, oh, some of y'all are weird. And we're like, bro, you the one that said it. People are reacting to what you said, but they weird. What are you talking about? You said it, and we're reacting to it. Now we weird for reacting to what you said. Nobody forced you to say that. You said that. So he said that. So the minute he put out that apology, we was like, oh yeah, they got to him. They got to him. So all of us were waiting to hear what was going to be his response to those viral comments. And then next thing you know, I see a show coming out that says Jeff Teague, what did he say? He said Jeff Teague clarifies his LeBron comments, like as if they weren't clear the first time he said it. So he goes on his show and he literally starts off the show talking about, man, I guess LeBron fans don't like me, Kobe fans don't like me. I look like I'm just have to be rocking these Jordans. I'm like, yo. So then he begins to explain the situation. And according to Jeff Teague, he seemed to be totally blindsided by the whole thing. And he was like, his father had to reach out to him like, yo, did you hear what you... And I'm like, yo, what is going on here? So for those of you who didn't hear what Jeff had to say, I want to play his comments for you now, and then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to Jeff Teague here.
Listen, bro.
We was only on Clutch Sports for 2 weeks, man.
They kicked me off of Clutch, bro. Yeah, listen, bro, it was a joke, bro. Like, what did they miss, bro?
Hey, now, before we even get to that, who do we have on the show? We was from Clutch, and they were just like, yeah, I had to double check to see if he was actually on the roster. Was that Alicia Gray?
Yeah, Alicia Gray. Yeah. Like, they like,
he's not, Alicia.
No, I'm not. I'm not on Clutch Sports. And definitely after this, I will never get another Clutch opportunity. Because y'all take everything out of context. We were literally giving LeBron praise of how dominant he was.
Yeah, y'all wasn't really watching the show. And I mean, that's why flipped up, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and
go ahead.
We were saying he was so dominant.
This your post, King.
Nah, I'm just saying, we were saying he was so dominant that, like, bro, you 280 running that fast, bro. I'm like, bro, he was on steroids, bro.
Yeah, and that was a real storyline, though.
But I was joking, because if I knew that, people like, how did you know he was on steroids? I didn't know. I don't know. I don't care, because if he was and I knew, I would have told that nigga give me some. Yeah. I would have
tapped in.
I would have been 6'3", 285 too, like a Mack truck. Like,
if you had a recipe, there would be no Club Fox on you
no,
right now.
I wish I had the recipe. Like, matter of fact, if you got some, bro, tap in.
Send the remix.
I'm ready to make a comeback. Me, John Wall, send it all of us. Shit, we trying to get back.
You too old, you gonna fall apart.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, like, listen, the steroid league is on the way.
Man,
try to qualify.
Listen, bro,
That's
I couldn't believe. Well, only reason I even knew about is because my dad, he was like, you trying to get us killed? I was like, what are you talking about? I think I did something crazy.
I woke up, my phone was bro, I really thought something happened.
I did too. When my dad said that, you trying to get us killed? And
I
was
knew
like,
it
what are
wasn't
you
about
talking
my family
about?
nothing, because it was all social media. I'm like, damn.
He like, you said something about Bron? I was like, what? I literally didn't know. I'm like, what did I say about Bron?
Yeah.
He's like, something about steroids?
Yeah, that wasn't even like the topic of the
like,
show for
what?
real.
The fact that Coach Teague hit you about this is hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, I just made a joke that he good. Like, he was so good and so strong, much faster than everybody. I was like, yeah, steroids. And he was like, well, people think you know that he's on steroids. I'm like, man, I don't know that, man. Like, I've never seen that man do nothing. I was like, I just said that he went out for 2 weeks and he came back a superhuman.
I mean, I hate it got taken it that way, but I understand too, because like the tell about the NBA, it always followed by videos and
yeah,
so you gotta look at that side of it too.
Yeah, but I don't know Bron.
The funny part about this,
but
they just killed us for saying we glazed Bron too much.
Yeah.
Oh, facts.
Now we hate LeBron.
Now I hate Bron. Yeah, they just told me, you a Bron hater. Y'all just told me I was.
They said we talking about Bron too much.
Bron.
We signed a Clutch. We sold our soul.
I still love Bron. Bron still one of the greatest players ever to me. But
Yeah.
I was joking. We were literally talking, but it's okay. I don't give
Hey man,
a It's here now.
We never gonna get all LeBron Soldier deal.
Yeah, I was just about to get some new bronze too and hoop in them, but
Now you're Under Armour soldier. So,
come on, first steps now.
What Dom say? Don't wear him in the club.
I just couldn't believe. I'm really shocked that made like a thing. Like,
because ESPN, bro.
Because nobody else is working.
I'm like, bro, y'all serious, bro?
So you heard what Jeff Teague had to say. What are my thoughts about this? Nobody believed anything of what he just said. Nobody believes that, bro. Nobody. There's nothing in there that said it was a joke. He didn't even joke it at all. He said, I know. Like, I heard, like, it's a fact. Like, we all know. Like, even his co-host said, yeah, we all remember that. He wasn't joking. He wasn't joking. There was no joke about it. There was no joke about it. There was no laughter. He was like, they were serious. So what happened was they then contacted him, and then they did that. Now, what's interesting is that he also said that, I think his co-host said we've only been on Clutch for like 2 weeks or something like that. And then he said he's never going to get an opportunity from Clutch Sports again. So here's how it works. Shannon Sharp's podcast network, I believe, owns Club 520. Because I remember when that $100 million deal was supposed to come out, Shannon was, this show was a part of it. And there was another show with some women that also is part of that deal or whatever it is. But this show is affiliated with what Shannon is got going on over there. And if you know anything about Shannon Sharp, you know he's a huge LeBron James supporter. So one would assume that he would not be happy with this type of information coming out, and it may affect his business because it's like, yo, that's your show, and he's saying it's about me. And so it may have been a messy situation, and I'm sure some people behind the scenes spoke to him like, yo, you got to go out there and clarify that. Here's the interesting thing. Jeff Teague says things about every other NBA player. He never had to go out there and clarify it. He never had to go out there and clarify it. Why you got to clarify this? Now, probably some people are saying, oh, well, you know, you don't say those kind of things without evidence, right? Maybe that's what they said. Oh, you don't say it without evidence. So basically this means that you can't talk about anything unless you're ready to bring up the evidence. Now, I do understand that, right? I do understand that. Here's what I think Jeff should have done. I don't think he should have backed away from his comments. I'm being serious. I don't think he should have. I think backing away from these comments hurt his credibility because we all know you were serious. We all knew you were serious. For example, I'll give you an example of why I say that. In this instance, you have Jeff Teague backing down and saying, no, I didn't say that. Let's go to Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen has said this on many occasions. Hell, he even did a show about it. Why has Chael Sonnen not been contacted by somebody like a legal team and say, hey, you need to retract those statements? Why? Chael Sonnen has said way worse than Jeff Teague. So why are you picking on Jeff Teague? Go pick on Chael Sonnen. Go pick on him. Go pick on him. He's not taking back a single thing that he said. So why does Jeff Teague have to take it back? See how that works? He took it back and now hurts your credibility because they're like, no. But in the case of Chael, he said it. And he's like, you contact me, we go through discovery. We'll do it. That's why they haven't responded to him. But Jeff just ran away from it. And people ended up, like, I remember watching the show live or when they published it, when they premiered it. And a lot of people were like, cap. People were laughing at him in the comments because they knew he was serious. So for you to try to run from the situation, you end up losing face. You lose credibility. You think you're saving face, but now you've lost credibility on the issue. You should have stood your ground. Right? But these guys, for whatever reason, are not willing to go that far. I don't know. One can only assume that money is a part of the equation and no one wants to affect their money. And I get that. But hey, man, them saying they burned the bridge with you. It's like, yeah, man. Somebody sent me a message the other day on the channel. This channel is so small. You only have, he said 120,000 subs. He said you would have 100,000. No, you would have 1 million if you weren't so hateful and all. I'm like, so you want me to sit up here and lie to you and say things I don't believe and just manufacture my emotions and my opinions just to get 1 million subs? I'll pass. I'd rather be growing at the rate that we're growing and I'm being honest with myself and I can look myself in the mirror and say, you're being real, than be up here lying like most of these guys. I'm good. You can keep that money and show it up your ass. How about that, Pumpkin? Catch you on the next show. I'm out. Peace.